Hi, my name is Crystal, known as Phoenix Crystal on Teen Beachbody website. I'm making a results video for 2 different weeks. One is for week 8 and one is for week 9. Last weekend I wound up not having enough time to make a video. I was really busy that weekend, and I wound up being busy this week too, so I wasn't able to try to make it then either. So I decided to combine this week's result video with last week's results video. So let's get started with last week's results. Last week's results, I was very disappointed because it was the second week in a row that I only lost a few ounces. I lost about 4 ounces that week, and I was really upset, but I didn't really deal with it because I didn't think about it. I wound up getting busy. I went to go do this event in my community called Good Fest that they had at the Redmond Town Center, and I was heading up some chalk art on the sidewalk and getting kids involved. So I didn't think about my earlier appointment when I weighed in at Jenny Craig and how upset I was for only losing 4 ounces, and then finding out that I needed to actually be eating more when I thought I was eating enough and doing well. But it turns out that with I've been using Body Media to track my results and how much I'm burning, and to put in how many calories I eat. And the thing is that it goes by your heart rate, it goes by a bunch of different things. Mostly it calculates it from your age, your gender, and everything, but it wasn't calculating everything correctly for me. The manager, Jenny Craig, explained to me that if I'm working out 6 times a day or 6 times a week, as hardcore as I'm doing, plus I'm also doing Kimpo on top of that even on days that I'm not active, I'm still burning more calories than I typically would be burning sitting down if I wasn't working out. So it turns out that on days that I'm not active, I'm actually supposed to be eating up to at least 1,500 calories, and I thought it was 1,200. And on days that I'm active, I should eat more. And so that really kind of bummed me out. Also, that week I had my aunt and my uncle here, and I love them, and I don't get to see them often. So I spent a lot of time with them, and so I took half day off on Friday, and I went to one of my favorite places called Country Village, and I showed them one of the restaurants I went to. So I planned that day to be my cheat day. But being out and about on Saturday and everything, I decided to turn that into a cheat day as well, just because I just didn't feel like it. I was just very, very busy and not dealing with the fact that I was upset and disappointed. And also I was, believe it or not, drawing on the ground with chalk is an incredible leg and back and arm workout. You get a lot more working out than you realized. I was sore like 3 or 4 days after that. So it turned out I burned a crazy amount of calories that day. So I really kind of made up for it, because even though I ate like more calories that day, it was a good majority was somewhat a lot healthier choices. And then Sunday, I didn't do much that week either, and I went to go out and get my hair done. And I went and saw this really crappy movie. Honestly, it was really terrible, and I don't recommend anybody going to see it. It is called For a Good Time, and it isn't. The poster says that it's supposed to be a feel-good comedy or whatever, but it was just really crappy. However, for some reason, my mood completely turned around after that movie. And I realized, because before the movie, I had went and got my bangs trimmed and everything. So after the movie, I went to wash my hands, and when I saw that my hair was looking better, and then that made me look more at myself, and I realized that I actually do look like I've been losing weight. My face has gotten a lot smaller and everything. So, I mean, just things like that. And so I was in a better mood, and I started the week the week coming up a lot better. So that was that week. Now this week, which was, starting after I started finally feeling better from the previous week, I did very well. My workouts are awesome. I realized that I was getting a lot stronger and just a lot more cardio ability to be able to breathe and very well. And I just did great. And as far as my food was concerned, I did wind up cooking dinner one night for my aunt and uncle Monday night. I made lemon quinoa, and I made spinach and lentils, and I made it very healthy. I know everything that went into it, and I also made an arugula grapefruit salad with my own homemade dressing, and it turned out to be really, really delicious. I made a lot of it because I thought more of my family members were coming over, but they wound up having to cancel. So I wound up having that for lunch, a couple of days. And since I've been behind, I hadn't really been logging my food, just taking down notes and stuff. I'm actually pretty behind in my blog, but I'll be getting caught up with that as soon as I can. But turns out spinach and lentils actually has quite a bit of calories in it. I did work this week on getting more calories in and making healthier choices. So despite the fact that spinach and lentils had a lot of calories in it and I ate like a lot more calories this week. So I go in Saturday going, well, we'll see what happens. And I did my weigh-in, and this week I've lost 4 pounds. I lost 4 pounds, and I'm repeating that so that you can get that, by eating more. Now that just seems really crazy because normally, typically I eat more, I gain more, but this week I didn't. So I guess it's all about, eating the right amount of calories for the right amount of activity that you're doing. It turns out that when I was talking to my Jenny Craig nutritionist and stuff, is that it's just kind of strange because like most clients she has, they think they're active, but they're not. And so they try to eat more because they think they're active, and then they have a hard time. Whereas me, I wasn't really thinking of myself as being that active. I know that sounds strange now that I've talked to people, but it turns out if you're doing a program like P90 every morning, and then you're doing a martial arts at night, anywhere from 2 to 3 to 4 5 nights a week. On general, I do like 3, or more nights a week. Then you're a very, very active person. Also, it turns out I do like to walk. When I get a chance, I walk to places instead of getting a ride or whatever, whenever the weather's good and I'm feeling well enough. So between walking, Kempo, P90, I'm extremely active. And it turns out that the headaches that I'd been having during week 7 and week 8 went away during week 9 when I was eating more and eating enough. So yes, it's very, very frustrating, and being on this process and this journey, I'm learning a lot, and it is really difficult because you don't know when to eat or how much to eat or when not to eat. Even all I can say is keep doing research, Listen to your body. Listen to advice from the people that you are getting help from, and try things. Don't yo-yo or go from one crazy extreme to another, but try little things once in a while. Like if they say go from 1200 to 1500 calories, it won't kill you to go to 1500 calories or more a week. I mean, the worst that can happen is you might gain a little bit of weight that one week, and then you realize, no, you can't do that. You need to do something else. Or you could wind up being like me and lose like 4 pounds all at once. And then there's also just the body. Sometimes the body is just going to try and hold on to weight, and then it'll drop it at once, and then it'll hold on to weight, and it'll drop it, and then it'll hold on. So sometimes you just have to have faith and keep going and keep at it and keep working. So this is my video for results week 8 and week 9. So if you have any questions or you would like to see anything addressed in these videos, just let me know. Hopefully your journey is going well, and I hope to see you back again next week. Have a nice day.